Hello everyone, so I am here reading House of Leaves. I'm 5 chapters in and I'm getting really tired of the footnotes and the disconnect in the plot. Yeah, I find it unnecessary and I'm wasting a lot of energy. So I think I'm going to skim the footnotes and just try and stay with the main text. I do not want to DNF this book. I have so much more to go, but I'm just not feeling it right now. So stay with me. Hello everyone, it's MJ. And I am here with House of Leaves. I am plugging away at this book, and I received information from my buddy, Criminali, that he finished it. He finished this book in 3 days. Left me behind in the wind to fend for myself. So I'm going to finish this sucker just to say that I finished it. I'm at the point where I really want to DNF it, but he said it gets better, so I'm holding him to that. All right, next time. See you next time. Hey guys, it's MJ. I am here winding down for the night, and I am continuing my journey through House of Leaves, and I had to stop and film because I realize every page I turn, I keep saying, what the fuck am I reading? God bless me. Hey everyone, this is MJ. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a subscriber, and welcome if you are brand new. In today's video, I'm going to be going through my recent reads with you and chit-chatting about what my thoughts were, and yeah, so there's quite a bit to get into. But first, you have to know, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I needed to finish House of Leaves. I think I got maybe 4 hours sleep last night, so I have a coffee over here. I'm going to be sipping on it. And I'm also a little giddy too. So if I just break out in laughter, bear with me. And before we get started, remember to like this video, comment down below. Is this on your TBR? Have you read it? Are you into reading this? Do you want to read this? Why do you want to read this? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hey, and subscribe to my channel too. Okay, I brought you guys in a little closer so we can talk some books. So the first 2 books that I want to go through, I got as part of my birthday haul, I started collecting Edward Gorey books. Edward Gorey is an illustrator. He has passed on, and his illustrations are more on the dark and macabre side of things. You know, I literally just read this book, and well, both of these books. This book, okay, let me back up. This book is the Ghastlycrumb Tinies. You see that? It's a pretty famous drawing of his. You may see t-shirts, but this is an alphabet book, and all of the children in the book have their first name as a letter in the alphabet, and they all have a demise. So it depicts their ending, basically, in a very tongue-in-cheek and not gratuitous way. I don't know how to describe it. It's humorous. It's not something that should be taken seriously. It's light humor. Like here, D is for Desmond, thrown out of a sleigh. And there's Desmond. So it's just that type of thinking, and I don't know, it's just his style. but his drawings are so good. Now, some of these, you know, when you read them, you're like, what? Like here's S is for Susan, who perished of fits. But it's really about the art, and then, of course, his poetry prose also is just, you know, it creeps up on you. So yeah, and this book was $1.29, so I will take it. Signed copies of this book are in the hundreds, and he has a very specific signature that he does. So this is the first book of my collection with him. Second one, and it literally took like a minute to read this book. So if you need to squish in some books at the end of the year, Edward Gorey is really good. This is one of his more famous works, and this is The Hapless Child. By Edward Gorey. I just read this and it broke my heart. I was really sad. But again, it's all basically pictures. It's about this little girl who thinks she loses her father. Turns out that's not true, and just the traumas that she goes through. You know, her stepfather put her in a boarding school. Let's see that. So this is a 64-page book. Let's see. I think it's 64 pages, but literally you'll fly through it. It's more about the art for me and the wit. It's a little sick and demented, I know, but I enjoy it. Sorry, I just do. And that is The Hapless Child by Edward Gorey. If you are a fan of Edward Gorey, leave me a comment in the comment section below. The next book that I finished last month was Life with the Afterlife, 13 Truths I Learned About Ghosts from paranormal investigator Amy Bruni. This book is more nonfiction, talks about her life and her experiences getting into the paranormal investigative field, talks about her relationships with others in the community, focuses a lot on the cases. Many of the cases are featured in her television show that she does with Adam Berry, another paranormal investigator, and that is called Kindred Spirits. I believe, I'm not sure what channel it's on, but just check your local listings. It's really, really good and well done, because when they go out to investigate, they do research, they talk to family members, they do the work as to why these ghosts may be doing what they're doing, if you believe in ghosts. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a quick listen, and you got to know a little bit of behind the scenes as to her experiences growing up as a child, and her experiences with being on the show and interacting with other paranormal investigators, as well as some more insight regarding their cases that they may have featured on Kindred Spirits. So if you want to try something different from the norm, and if you're interested in paranormal investigation TV shows or paranormal investigations, then check out Amy Bruni's book, Life with the Afterlife, 13 Truths I Learned from Ghosts. And Amy Bruni is also on YouTube. She reached out to me. We had a little mini conversation about her audiobook. So be sure to check out her YouTube channel as well. Okay, so House of Leaves. I need to get a sip of coffee because this is going to be a conversation, people. All right. I did a buddy read with Criminale. If you're not familiar with Criminale, do check out his channel. It's pretty awesome. And I found out he was reading this book. I said, hey, do you want to buddy read it? And we said, okay, let's do it. So we started on April 1st. He finished on April 3rd, and I finished today. So cheers, Criminale. But it's cool. It's cool. He left me in the wind. That's fine. I'm all right with it. That's all right. I caught up. So anyways, as you could have seen from the vlog, I kind of had a tough time getting into this book. All right, got my glasses on. Let's rock. So House of Leaves is 22 years old. This book is 22 years old. And it is written by Mark Z. Danielewski. It is over 700 pages. And it is famous for its absurd placement of different things or lack of words. That's pretty much, you know, the gist of what everyone knows about House of Leaves. So, I'm going to give you my final thoughts at the end. I'm just going to go through a little bit. I'm not going to spoil anything in case someone out there wants to read this. I had an idea what this book was about, not specifically, but I've watched other creators' YouTube videos, Booktube videos about this book, but I've never gone like deep dive into like, you know, what it's all about. So the interesting thing about this book is that there's multiple narrators, and the house in and of itself is a character. I don't think I'm giving anything away by saying that. And there is a documentary that the book is focused on, and the house. I feel like I'm talking in code. Each narrator in this book has different fonts, which is, you know, you kind of know who's going to, what part of the book is speaking to you based on that, which is interesting, but still irritating. I like a book to just basically stick to the script. This book has no script. So I will give a spoiler, a little one. If you don't want to listen, just hit the mute button or jump to the next section. The house is bigger on the inside. Okay. There's measurements that aren't lining up. There's things that are happening that aren't lining up. Immediately I hear and see that, what am I thinking of? It's TARDIS. But my analysis is also the book is bigger on the inside. The book is bigger on the inside. This is not your traditional book. This is not chapters and pages and things that are easy to digest. This is footnotes. This is cross-reference. This is sections of the documentary. These are diary entries. There's, I don't even know what this is. Poetry. There's pictures. There's letters. Letters from Johnny's mom to Johnny. Yeah, the book is bigger on the inside. Also, people question if this is a horror book. This isn't a horror book to me. This is a book with some mystery and some interesting things happening, but to me, it's not a horror book. This book had me so frustrated that I put it down for 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks. I couldn't do it. I had to take a break. And then it just kept looking at me and said, just finish it. So I picked it up earlier in the week and I just cranked it out. And I'm gonna say, I didn't read all of the footnotes because I didn't find them necessary. I didn't cross-reference anything. If you love scientific textbooks, if you love footnotes, if you love all that stuff, this book is for you. This book is interestingly crafted. How the pages are, there's one section where there's a block of print, and when you flip it over, it's the exact block of print on the other side reversed. Very interesting. Yeah, it took a lot of time and effort to set this up the way that the author did, and I applaud him for that. There's a little bit of genius behind it. Is this my kind of book that I want to pick up all the time? Hell no. Is this is one of those, like a boutique book that everybody's talking about, and I gotta see what it's all about. So I saw what it's all about. Would I recommend it to someone if they wanted to go through the deep dive? Yeah, it's intense. Just because there's so much going on, your brain is switching from character to character, from scenario to scenario, and you're trying to put it all together. You know, you'll have two different conversations. You'll have the documentary, and then you'll have a conversation underneath. It's just, it's infuriating. So if you're into infuriating and frustrating books, House of Leaves is for you. So I hope I didn't ramble too much in that review. I don't want to give a lot away, and there's so much to cover in this. I really did enjoy Johnny's story. The documentary I followed, it was fine to know exactly what was going on inside the house. But I can't even put it into words. This book is very connected and very intricate. It's a fascinating piece of work. I don't think I'll ever read it again. I hope there's never a sequel. This, in my opinion, would make a better movie than a book. There, I said it. This would be a kick-ass movie or miniseries or whatever. The book is a lot to comprehend and a lot to take in, and I can see how people DNF this very easily. And I told myself going in, I'm not DNFing it. I'm not gonna stop. So there's that. Okay, everyone, I hope you are all doing well and staying safe. Welcome to Thursday. This is gonna be a new Thursday thing. So hopefully I won't be reading anything like House of Leaves in the near future. I think this would be a great book for someone, like I said, is into academics, if they are into scientific books read by Fred. I'm looking at you. I think this is right up your alley. So give it a go if you're interested. If you're planning on reading it, leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you've read it, did you love it? Do you hate it? Do you never want to see it again? Did you throw it? I wanted to throw this like across the Atlantic. I did, because it was so frustrating to me. All right, guys, I hope you are all doing well and staying safe. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you are hydrating and eating well, and keeping yourself healthy so you can keep turning pages. So until next time, goodbye for now, and welcome to my new Thursday video. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel.